What's happening, YouTube? Carolina Smoke coming to you. Hope y'all having a great day. I'm out here on the back deck this morning. It's July the 3rd. I had to think about it for a second there. Out here enjoying a bowl of some 2017 Old Joe Krantz out of Yellow Bowl Imperial. Gifted to me by my good buddy, Old Bird, here on YouTube. Most of you know him. If you don't, go check him out. But man, this thing loves burley blends. Although I have been smoking some GLP's Windjammer in it, and it really smokes up really well too. So it might be one of those pipes that smokes everything pretty well. So, but I do like smoking burley in it. But been a while since I've been on here. Wanted to check in. Just want to get on here and chat for a few minutes. And you know, I've had something on my mind here lately, and it's something we all talk about. You know, our tobacco cellars. You know, our stash. You know, we stock it up, go deep on it on blends we love. And smoking this 2017 Old Joe Krantz has really made me think about something the last little bit. And Jen stays on me about it all the time. Me and several people here in the pipe community have had conversations about it. And that's, you know, when do you start getting it, you know, getting into your cellar and smoking on some of these aged blends that we've spent all this money and time on to make it really, really good. And because you know, the reality of it is, if we don't get in there and start smoking these cellar blends, at a certain point in our life, somebody else is going to be smoking them for us. And that's a hard thing to think about if you don't get down to it, but it's the truth. I know myself, I have a ridiculous amount of tobacco. I haven't bought any lately, but I've been collecting for 8 years. Collecting, gathering, whatever you want to call it, for 8 years. And it's almost, you know, to the point where it's embarrassing when people see what you have. And I'll catch myself buying bulk blends just to keep me from popping tins. And I don't really think that's the right thing to do at this point. You know, I have tobacco in there that, I mean, I have a lot of stuff that's a lot older than 10 years old that I just got lucky and found. And I mean, I got a lot of it. And the thing about it is, at what point do you start popping those tins open and enjoying this stuff? You know, you sat around and patiently waited on it to age and mature and turn into something else. You know, because typically if you age in tobacco, you liked it when it was fresh, but you know it had potential to be better. That's the whole reason for cellaring blends that you like, to make them better. Well, at least that's why I do it. And not to mention the blends that you cellared early on when you started smoking a pipe. Are you still a fan of them? Do you really enjoy them that much to keep them around? Because I know myself, I cellared a lot of stuff that I know I'm not going to go back to. And I've tried it in the last couple of years, and I really don't care for it. So, do you hold on to that stuff, or do you send it down the road? Me personally, I send it down the road. If I'm not going to smoke it, get rid of it. You know, whether you gift it to somebody, or if you trade it or I know a lot of people look down on it, but you can sell it. Uh, Tobacco is easy to sell. Regardless of what people think, you can get rid of it. But it's also a good trade bait. You can always trade up. What you hate, somebody else loves. So that's what makes smoking a pipe so cool. Is so many different kinds, so many different kinds of people out there to meet and socialize with. And it's a good time. I really enjoy it. And not to mention just your tins, your stuff in jars. You need to be going through your jars and retightening lids. I just recently done this myself. I got a stack of jars in there. It's taller than I am. And every so often I start unstacking them and I go through them one by one. And you can typically get an eighth of a turn out of those jar lids, and that's just over time, pressure releasing, stuff like that, and the seals, softening and stuff like that, and you can go in there and retighten those jar lids, because nothing worse than opening a jar of tobacco that you've been cellaring and go in there and pop it open and it's dry as dirt, and it's because you wouldn't go and check in your cellar. You need to go through and check your tins as well. I've only had it happen one time, but I had a tin of Rattray's Marlin Flake in the square tin to pop open, lose a seal. But I'm always checking my tins, and I urge anybody watching this video to go in there and check your tins, check your jars, and grab some of those aged tins and pop them open and enjoy that stuff. And like I say, a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but if we don't start enjoying this stuff now, somebody's going to be smoking it for us. And I don't know about you, but I want to smoke that tobacco. I want somebody else to smoke it. Just put some fuel in this lighter, and I always take my wicks on my Zippos and put it pretty close to the top of the chimney on it. That allows you to get in the bottom of your bowl real good, but when you first fill your lighter, your flame will try to wrap around your hand, and that can hurt. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been thinking about my cellar and things like that, and how many of us stack blends up and we never go in there and pull any aged blends out and smoke them. And here lately, I've been smoking through quite a bit of aged stuff, and I've really been enjoying myself. And I urge anybody watching this to do the same. Pop open a new tin, once a month. If you don't smoke but 1 tin a month, you're smoking high quality tobacco. Rich, deep, dark flavors. Nice, deep notes. I don't know. It's just one of those things I really enjoy. And if you hadn't experienced that, you need to get in there and start popping some tins or acquire some tins that are aged. There's several outlets online you can go to. Pipe stud, tin bids, which tin bids to me, that, you'll have to pay too much for it. But anyway, you talk to some of the community, people here in the community, and acquire some aged tins, I'm sure. I even got a lot of aged tins that I would be willing to get rid of if anybody's interested. If you're interested, leave me your email in the comments, and and I can hit you up and see if I have something you're interested in. I would put my email out there, but I have had some weird people contact me, okay? And not trying to be funny or anything, but you know, I just don't like to put it out there too much. You know what I'm saying? So, if you know, like I say, if you're trying to find some age 10s, you know, it's a bunch of us here in the community to be willing to probably help you out. You know, trading, or if you want to purchase them or whatever, you know. But anyways, just want to get on here and talk about that. I hope everybody has a great 4th of July. I don't know when this video will come out. Maybe tomorrow. I don't have internet. Uploading videos is super slow here. So, y'all will eventually see this. But, yeah. So, till next time, y'all take care.